बंसीधरा कन्हैया घनश्याम सुंदरा बंसीधरा कन्हैया घनश्याम सुंदरा बंसीधरा कन्हैया घनश्याम सुंदरा गिरिधारी गोपबाला वृंदावन विहारा गिरिधारी गोपबाला वृंदावन विहारा राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे जय राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे बंसीधरा कन्हैया घनश्याम सुंदरा गोविंद माधवा है मधुसूदना मुकुंदा गोविंद माधवा है मधुसूदना मुकुंदा राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे जय राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे गोपाल राधे बंसीधरा कन्हैया घनश्याम सुंदरा घनश्याम सुंदरा घनश्याम सुंदरा Your discourse on summary of all Upanishad was a brilliant discourse depicting a bird's eye view of Upanishadic teachings. Whether Maya is mentioned specifically in any of the Upanishads, though it is indicated in few places. Yes, not in these 10 Upanishads directly he mentioned as the power of Ishvara, but in Kaivalya Upanishad, the Shvetashvatar, it is very clearly mentioned, Mayam tu prakritim vidyat mayinam tu maheshwaram. So there it is clearly mentioned that this Paramatma is the Mai, magician, and his Prakriti is Maya. So Maya is mentioned as the Prakriti, the cause for all the names and forms, and that way it is the potential, the power of Paramatma, it is mentioned in the Shvetashvatar Upanishad. And in the Kaivalya Upanishad also is Saeva Maya, Parimohitatma, etc. is there. And Maya is what is called suggested. Whenever this creation is talked about, then this Maya is to be understood, because without Maya the creation is not possible. And therefore Maya is implied, but not directly mentioned in this 10 Upanishad as far as I remember. But there may be this indirectly mentioned, but mainly it is for us main Vakya of this Maya is the Shvetashvatar Upanishad, which is quoted by Bhagavan Bhashyakara. And therefore it is not something which is not accepted. It is not that our tradition is not having this idea that only 10 Upanishads are Pramanam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji quotes so many Upanishads other than these 10 Upanishads. Maitreya Upanishad, he quotes even some Brahmana, Taittiriya Brahmana he quotes. And so other Upanishads are also valid. These 10 Upanishads are popular because they are representative of 4 Vedas and they are highly commented upon. So Upanishad Maya is there. Ishvara is the manifest form of Brahman with the power of Maya. Am I correct? Yes. We can say that Ishvara is a manifest form of Brahman with Maya Shakti. So Brahman with Maya Shakti is appearing as Ishvara, is considered to be Ishvara, the cause of everything, and manifesting as everything. So Ishvara is Satchidananda Brahma plus Maya. See, here Pujya Swamiji used to point out one thing, that Brahma plus Maya is equal to Ishvara. That is the equation we put. Generally it is put. For understanding, for communication purpose, it is okay. But Pujya Swamiji used to point out that this plus, when we say Brahma plus Maya, that plus should not be taken seriously. Plus should not be taken literally. Because generally plus sign is always between the two things of the same degree of reality. You cannot say that 1000 rupees of waking world, 500 rupees of the dream world, so my total the property asset is 1500. You cannot say. Always plus addition is done between the two things which are of the same degree of reality.
Swamiji, can we say this is Upadhi? Maya is a Upadhi?
Upadhi. Now I am talking about this plus side. So you focus on that. That is a good attitude of a student to focus on what is being told and then ask the questions. So first you listen and then you can ask questions. So I have not completed yet. Okay. So afterwards I can give before I go to the next question, I will ask. If anybody has question, can ask. So I wanted to just highlight that part, that Brahma plus Maya should not be taken literally as we take it in mathematics. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. 3 also should belong to the same degree of reality. 3 apple plus 4 oranges. 3 apples are of waking state, 4 oranges also of waking state only. You cannot say 3 apples of waking state, 4 oranges of dream state is equal to 7 fruits. Can you say? You cannot say. Similarly, Brahma with Maya, when we say Brahma plus Maya, that plus should not be taken as Brahman and Maya are having same degree of reality. So if you do not pay attention, orientation may be created. What? Brahman plus Maya, like 3 apples, 4 oranges. So Brahman and Maya will be of same degree of reality in your mind. Then that Ishvara becomes Brahma with Maya, Ishvara becomes absolute reality. And then Ishvara cannot be Nirvishesha because Maya, Ishvara is with Maya now. So Maya has got so many Vishesha. Maya is Saguna. So Ishvara also will become Saguna. So Paramarthik, the ultimate reality will be Saguna only, Savishesha. And see, Maya is undergoing change. So Ishvara also undergoes change. And therefore, we do not have the ultimate reality called Brahman, which is changeless. And therefore, we say Brahma plus Maya, their plus we write with pencil. Means it is subject to erasing. So, Maya, what is the place of Maya? Maya is a factor presumed by Shastra to explain the gap between my present experience and the vision of Vedanta. Maya is a factor assumed, postulated for accounting for the purpose of accounting for the difference between my present experience and the ultimate vision of the Vedanta. Ultimate vision of Vedanta is what? Everything is nothing but Brahman. Whereas what I am seeing? The world. So the question would be, if everything is nothing but Brahman, which is non-dual, then how come I am seeing duality? So my experience is of duality. Vedanta is revealing non-duality. So both sides are not matching. My experience and the vision of Vedanta, there is a mismatch. And in account, both sides should be same. The plus, the credit and the debit, both sides should be same. And therefore, we have extra factor. When we don't have, we are not able to match both sides, what we do, miscellaneous. We write something. Miscellaneous we write. So Maya is something like that. So, of course, miscellaneous will be having same degree of reality. So here Maya is a factor to explain the difference between my experience and the vision of Vedanta. And for that, in Shastra we tell this story. You must have heard this story. The story is that one person died in Kerala and he had got 17 elephants. So, and he had 3 children. And it was said that the first son should get 1/2 and second should get 1/3 and the third son should get 1/6. So now 17 elephants, how can they do it? Oh, 1/9. So he should get 1/9. So how they divide, because 17 elephant cannot be divided. So one elephant is added. So what is done? The elephant added, so now it become 18. So 9, first son gets 6, 1/3, second son gets, and 2, 1/9, the third son gets. 17 elephants divided, again one elephant is remaining, that is taken away. So added for distribution, the resolving the conflicts, and once a conflict is resolved, then it is taken back. So similarly, Maya is introduced to explain the difference between your experience and the vision of Vedanta. Once you got the vision of Vedanta, everything is Brahman, then Maya is no more there as a real entity. Maya has solved the purpose. So don't get focused on Maya. Many people are got so much obsessed with Maya. Swamiji, this Brahman is very innocent. We can understand Brahman, but Maya we cannot understand. In Vedanta, Brahman is Swamiji easy to understand. But this Mrs. Maya or Miss Maya, very difficult to understand. So don't get obsessed with that. Maya is not our Tatparyam. Our commitment is not to reveal that everything is Maya. Our commitment is to reveal everything is Brahman appearing. Brahman is non-dual, but non-dual Brahman is appearing as pluralistic because of Maya. So what is Brahman alone. But non-dual Brahman appears as a dualistic world because of Maya. Once you have got this conviction, then Maya's relevance is dropped. You don't get obsessed with Maya. All right, now you can ask me the question.
Swamiji, can we say that ignorance is a form of Maya?
Ignorance is one aspect of Maya. Ignorance itself is not Maya. Ignorance is one aspect of Maya. Maya is more than ignorance. Maya has got two aspects. One is called Avarana Shakti, which is what you generally translated ignorance. Ignorance is not a very accurate translation of Avarana. Maya has got two aspects, Avarana, veiling power, and other is called projecting power. So ignorance is not exactly conveying what Maya is. In fact, ignorance is not conveying even one aspect of Maya, because ignorance, is I think from Latin word ignore, and ignore means not knowing. Whereas Avarana does not simply mean not knowing. Avarana is a veiling factor because of what we have got the experience of not knowing. This is a little bit more deeper, but idea is that ignorance itself is not, ignorance it does not explain Maya completely.
But Swamiji, at the same time, Bhagavan says ki mame bhaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. So from this it appears as if Maya is an inherent part of...
That is what your understanding. It's not so. Maya is, we can say, power of Brahman. Power is twofold. One is veiling power, other is projecting power. Both are included in Maya.
Thank you, Swamiji.
All right. Anybody? So shall I go to the next question? Okay. Yes. Yeah, please. You are getting mic.
Sir, you have explained, but I am just failing to understand it. What do we mean by the word Ishvara?
Ishvara is Brahman alone. Brahman seen as the creator of this world with the help of Maya Shakti is called Ishvara. So Brahman with Maya Shakti. Which Maya Shakti? Mithya Maya Shakti. Brahman, Satyam Brahma with Mithya Maya Shakti is Ishvara. If you tell like this is correct. Satyam Brahma with Mithya Maya Shakti is Ishvara. Therefore plus we are not adding. We are here making it clear. So that is an accurate statement. Satyam Brahma with Mithya Maya Shakti for Mithya Jagat is called Ishvara. Satyam Brahma with Mithya Maya Shakti to create this world. Which world? Mithya Jagat. For Mithya Jagat, we have got Mithya Maya Shakti with Brahman, and that Brahman with Mithya Maya Shakti is called Ishvara. Alright, shall we proceed? Okay. Now, further question is there. Ishvara is a relative reality, Sakara Saguna. Ishvara we need not call Ishvara is Sakara also, but Nirakara also is, Ishvara can be Nirakara. With Maya Shakti, it is Nirakara. Maya itself does not have Akara. So in Pralaya Avastha, Ishvara is there. That time Akara is not there. Because Akara comes during Srishti. Akara means shape. Okay. Then Akhandananda Brahma, absolute reality. Nirguna Nirakara. Yes. Akhanda Brahma is Nirguna and Nirakara, both. But Ishvara can be Nirakara also and Saguna also. But Ishvara is always Saguna. It can be Sakara also, it can be Nirakara also. Alright, then next. Please explain the terms Swargaloka, Devaloka and Brahmaloka. Are they different worlds? If so, when And how do we, as human beings, enter or leave them? See, Swargaloka is, we have got 7 lokas. 7 up, 7 down. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. These are 7 up. The 7 up that is there, no? 7 up. And Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. These 7 down. 7 up, 7 down. So, 7 down we don't have to bother about it. Now 7 up, in that Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. The third loka, Suvar loka, otherwise called Swar loka. And Swar loka is otherwise called Swarga. So Swarga in some context, not every time, Swarga in some context has got the meaning of higher loka but not the highest loka. So Swarga, when we are distinguishing between the Swarga loka and Brahma loka, we say Swarga is the third loka, whereas the Brahma loka is the 7th loka, Satya loka. So now question, Swarga loka and Deva loka, I think who has asked this question? You have asked this question. So Swarga loka and Brahma loka difference clear? Swarga loka is number 3 and this is 7th, highest. Satya loka, which is called Brahma loka. Alright. And sometimes the Deva loka word is used for Brahma loka itself and sometimes it is used for Swarga. Depending upon the context, we decide Deva loka is for Brahma loka or it is Swarga loka. In Brihadaranyaka, Vidyaya Deva lokaha, there Deva loka has got the meaning Brahma loka. But sometimes Deva loka is used for Swarga loka as well. Alright. Now, how do we enter? It's not that easy. For that, Swarga loka, you have to do certain karmas prescribed in the Shastra. And for the Brahma loka, the last one, we have to do the combination of upasana and duties, certain karmas. So, karma, upasana, samuchaya, the combination of karma and upasana is the means for Brahma loka. Mere karma is the means for, not all karma, certain karma without upasana is the means for Swarga loka. Is it clear? And how do we leave them? You don't have to do anything for living. They will push you out when So, is Swarga loka, when our punyam is over, see, as Swamiji said, no, that we are born in Swarga as sweet 16. It means young. We remain young and disappear. There are 2 types of people in Swarga, like how in country there are some people who are permanent citizen and some people are on visa. So you can go to Swarga in 2 ways. One, you can go for temporary period, some period. So when your punyam is over, then you come back. Another way, if you have done little higher degree of karmas, then you remain for where the entire kalpa, when Swarga is born, that time you are there, and when Swarga is destroyed, that time you live. So how do you leave from there? You leave when the karmas are exhausted. It is not that you decide, okay, I don't like to in Swarga. You cannot go. You cannot go like this. Swarga, when you are there, you are there. It's like a Rajdhani Express. So you don't say that I want to get down. I want slow train. You cannot do that. Once you boarded the train, you will be there. So Swarga is a person is there in Swarga based on karma. So because of karma you enter, and because of the exhaustion of karma you come out. Brahma loka, there are 2 types of people there. If people have gone by Panchagni Vidya or this some particular type of Naishtika Brahmacharya, so then if people go there, then they will come back. But if some people have done Hiranyagarbha Upasana and gone there, then they will enjoy Brahma loka, they will get Brahma Jnanam there, and they get moksha there itself. They don't come back. So in Brahmaloka, two types of people will be there, with return ticket and non-return ticket. So return ticket people will come back. So return ticket means little bit lower, means they have got a Panchagni Vidya Upasana, whereas these people, other people have done Hiranyagarbha Upasana and they have got Vairagyam, some Vairagyam for this Loka. So they will get knowledge in Brahmaloka, get moksha. Alright. Now attend alternatively, can they be understood as states of existence that people experience in course of life on earth? That is also one thinking. There are some acharyas who believe that, but traditional view is that Swarga etc. are lokas and there are devatas. In Brahma Sutra there is a discussion. Devata Adhikarana is there. There are devatas who are having the body etc. So what you say is one opinion of some acharyas, but generally majority of the people are accepting that they are loka and one travel to that. The Mimamsakas, they say that Swarga is nothing but state of happiness. Only they say. But our traditionally, our view is that there are lokas, there are subtle lokas. We may not be able to see it. Just because we are not able to see, we cannot dismiss. So it is there, and Shastram is a pramanam. And you don't lose anything by accepting Swarga being there. It is not illogical. You cannot dismiss it by logic. You cannot say just because I have not seen, therefore it is not there. Many things you have not seen, they are there. And it is not logical, it cannot be proved by logic, nor it can be disproved by logic. Therefore, it is neither logical nor illogical, it is illogical. The presence of Swarga etc. is illogical.
The upper seven,
Huh?
the Yaksha, Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimpurusha words did not come.
Huh?
You did not mention these.
In this Antariksha Loka, in between Loka, in between they will go. These are the main, in between will be there. Okay. Are Devas and Asuras separate entity, or are they use metaphors to describe the qualities in people around us? No, they are separate entities. We do accept. Like Swarga we accept, Devas and Asuras we accept. But as Swamiji said, it can be seen also as the personality in us. But that is what is called a one more way of seeing. Like our Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, our people say Pandavas and Kauravas are in us only. We have got Pandavas, good qualities, and we have got Kauravas. But that should not be seen as this, what is called the alternative explanation of, equally alternative explanation of what has happened. We believed that Mahabharata war did happen. Arjuna was in the battlefield and Upadesha was given. You cannot simply put it as a metaphor that, the Jiva is having conflict and then Bhagavan gives Upadesha, etc. We try to give some metaphoric meaning, but we don't dismiss historic meaning. Historical facts we don't deny it. Similarly, Devas and Asuras, we do accept. We have got description who are coming in Asuras and how they are born, etc. We have got the approach that if something cannot be dismissed, even though it is written as the Arthavada, we will accept. If something cannot be accepted logically, then only we reject. We not reject, we interpret it differently. But our approach is that if we can accept, we will not reject. Not that we can reject, then why should we accept? That is not our approach. Our approach is, if I can accept, there is no logical contradiction, then I will not reject. Some people say, no, it can be rejected also, then why should I accept? That is not the Astika's approach. Astika means those who are having the Shraddha in Shastra, their approach is that if I can say yes, I will not say no. There are some people who start with no only. No but. They start with no. There are no people. So if they can say no, they will not say yes. That is the opposite. Our good approach, right approach is, if I can say yes, is there any logical contradiction? No. It can be there, it need not be there. Yes. Both are possibility. Then if Shastra says and there is no logical contradiction, I say yes. That is called Astika's approach. Very difficult for these so-called modern people, but then only the Shastra message will be assimilated well. If your approach is to rejective approach, that I will reject first. If I cannot reject, I will accept. There are some people. First, like in post office, they will be trained that you try to reject the application. Why? So that you will not commit any mistake. The clerk is taught like this, that what you should do, you should find out the reason to reject. Keep on rejecting. When you cannot reject, then only you accept. So that you are safe. Whereas in private company, they will say, if something is not there, I will write. If I cannot accept, then only I will reject. That is the approach of private company. Whereas government earlier, nowadays they have improved. That approach is what? If I can reject, I will reject. I cannot reject, then only I will accept. So that is not correct approach. If I cannot reject, I cannot accept, then only I will reject. That is the approach of the Astikas. And that makes so much difference. Initially it may think, how does it matter, Swamiji? It makes afterwards so much difference. Is that the study of Shastra from a traditional teacher makes this difference. That traditional teacher will have a particular approach which will be rubbed off, which gets rubbed off on your shoulder, so that slowly you will get. The traditional approach of having Shraddha. If something need not be rejected, it doesn't contradict logic, why should I not accept? If then your mind is more receptive to see the vision of Shastra. We are not asking that you should gulp down everything, you should say yes, yes, yes for everything. No. If you have reason to say no, please say no. Please say, no, Swamiji, I can't accept this. How can I accept? It is contradicting. No, but Swamiji, I don't feel like accepting. That is, feeling should not be the basis for rejection. That is how you become astika. So very, in certain stage of your sadhana, that makes so much difference. Your approach of saying yes or no, what is your default setting, makes a difference. Your default setting is yes or default setting is no. That makes so much difference. Alright. Please explain, mention in the 15th chapter, Urdhva Mula Shaka. That is the description of samsara vriksha. The world is compared to a tree, Ashwatthama tree, and Urdhva Moolam means referring to Paramatma. Paramatma is the root of the samsara tree, means the adhishthanam of this world. Samsara is Paramatma, which is Urdhvam. Urdhvam, literally it is not that it is above. Urdhva means it is exalted. So Paramatma is the root of Mula. Paramatma is the root of the samsara, the adhishthanam of samsara tree, which is Urdhvam. And Adhashakam, the branches in the form of different lokas, they are down below. Alright. How do we derive at pratyaya meaning cognition? Please provide padacheda for pratyaya. Who has asked this question? See, padacheda is not there for pratyaya. Padacheda is not a pratyaya. Pratyaya is a pada. So if you use the word padacheda for pratyaya, it is little bit, it shows that you are entering into Sanskrit grammar. So pratyaya itself is a pada. Pada doesn't have the padacheda. You can say that vyutpatti. What is the derivation of pratyaya? It is prati. The pratipurvaka in gato. So pratyaya means the pratigamanam. So going, and going has got the meaning of knowing. So knowing regarding the object is pratyaya. Pratipurvaka in gato dhatu, and I think a ghai pratyaya most probably. You think ghai pratyaya is there? Huh? Ach pratyaya. Yes. So ghai nahi, finally will be a. So pratipurvaka, huh? Ach. In gato, dhatu in gato is there. No? Prati in gato, ach pratyaya. So sometimes ghai pratyaya is added because it's karma. So therefore here ach pratyaya will be there. But gha, ghai or a, ach pratyaya both will have finally a only. Alright. So idea is that pratyaya means a thought with consciousness. Just I wanted to tell you one here in this context one difference. Shastra sometimes we use two words. One is vritti, other is pratyaya. Sometimes we make some difference between vritti and pratyaya. Vritti refers to only the thought modification, whereas pratyaya refers to the thought modification with reflected consciousness. So pratyaya is a vritti plus chidabhasa, and vritti means only thought modification. All right. So I think all still there. Is the original writings of Bhagavan Shankaracharya preserved, available? No. Not available only 1200 years. How can we expect? I also was thinking where somewhere it might be there, but nobody has claimed that this is Shankaracharya's original written, nowhere. I have not heard, and it is very unlikely because 1200 years is a very long period for any manuscript to be preserved. But I will inquire if somebody is there. I will ask sometimes I will go to Sringeri, I will ask that is there still something is there. But very, very unlikely. I have never heard, even though this thought had come to me also, that how nice to see Shankaracharya. Well, like I saw that Vishnudevanand books, I was so happy to see this. So similarly, if we see Shankaracharya's book, wow, how great it would be. So if you get some information, you tell me. So I do not know it is available, and I think it might not be available, but we will inquire. All right. So it looks like that Swamiji has not come. Perhaps you can go and see. Is there Swamiji? Let's see. Yeah. If it is, you just see that GR1, it is Swamiji has come. The way I went there, it was little late. So we'll conclude, and he will answer. So many questions are there. He will try to answer in tomorrow morning class.
During meditations, the
Slowly.
latent impressions, they crop up as thoughts.
Correct.
And by observing the thoughts, we suppress those latent impressions.
Suppress we don't say, resolve.
Okay.
We don't suppress.
But how to root out that impressions?
That is by Dhanabhyasa. Dhanabhyasa means by seeing the mithyatvam of the basis of the samskara. Like I have got samskara. Latent impressions is in Sanskrit called samskara. Vasana. Vasana, suppose I have that relationship is the means for security. That particular vasanas are there. And so what happens when you are meditating, that thought comes, if my spouse goes away or my children go away, what will happen? What will happen? So that samskara is there, strong samskara of connecting this vasana with this, relationship with security. So now what you have to do? You can be observer of those vasanas, and also you do the chintanam that this is bhranti, This is my wrong conclusion, that relationship is the source of security. It's not so. Real source of security is my true nature or abidance in true nature. So you neutralize the basis of vasanas. It will take lot of time. Whenever you get time, opportunity, keep seeing. Let's see how my conclusion is proved wrong. When somebody ditch you, you say that, see, that what I was thinking is wrong. See, one should have that objectivity, frankness, intellectual honesty to admit that I am wrong. Most of the people don't have. They always say he is wrong, she is wrong, he is wrong. But I was wrong in my conclusion. See, this is the occasion to see I was wrong in my conclusion. So if you keep seeing, then the very basis of vasana is negated. Slowly it goes away. But immediately what we do, when the vasana props up means vasana based thought will come. And that thought, if we have that much, what is called abidance in the Sakshi Bhava, then I am Sakshi of this thought. Then thought is resolved. All right. Any other question? You can give this.
In Taittiriya, while discussing the Panchakosha Viveka and explaining about Pranamaya Kosha, the mantra says, meditate on Pranatma by equating Vyashti Prana with Samashti Pranatma, and the phala will be, you get extended, person gets extended lifespan, which means he would completely exhaust the allotted prarabdha karma for the current life.
Correct.
So, does it mean the person who is not practicing the upasana, would die without exhausting the prarabdha karma in full?
Generally not. But in case sometimes there is a probability. Sometimes there is a probability. It's called mrityu ghata is there. So that type of thing will not happen to the person. This one who is doing upasana. So person who is doing this upasana, even there is a probability, sometimes there is a probability. There is no fixed but probability. That probability which is obstructing the complete lifespan, that probability will be dismissed. That much we have to see. And the Tatparyam is not in that. Tatparyam is that if you do this Vyashti, Samashti, Ekatva, Upasana, then your Tadatmyam, identification with the individual prana will be reduced. See, when I identify with the total, then my identification with the individual prana is reduced, and that is required for going to the next step. So Tatparyam is there. See, meditation is mainly prescribed for that. But glorification also is done, that lifespan will come. Okay, Tatparyam is not in that. All right, so we conclude? Yes, we'll conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Namudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri